from GCW's Broadcasting Center in New York City, it's GC News.
Good evening and welcome to GC News at 9. I'm JohnnyZillion.
And I am iiPrimeLion, filling in for Herx26 tonight.
We are now getting more details on the tragic story of Ahmaud Arbery. It was reported that Travis McMichael, one of the suspects of the murder, called the police less than 2 weeks before he eventually killed Arbery. He called 911 to report a break-in at a home that at the time was under construction, which was 2 houses away from McMichael's home in Brunswick. McMichael told dispatchers, quote, We've had a string of burglaries. I was leaving the neighborhood, and I just caught a guy running into a house being built. Dude, house is down from me. When I turned around, he took off running into the house. McMichael also reported that Arbery entered Larry English's house, which is one of McMichael's neighbors. Quote, when I turned around and saw him backed up, he reached into his pocket and ran into the house. So I don't know if he's armed or not, but he looked like he was acting like he was, so, be mindful of that. He then claimed to have seen Arbery reach into his left pocket before entering the house. Along with McMichael and his father, it said that 4 of his neighbors were also looking for the house burglary suspect.
And the NHL commissioner, Gary Bettman, remains optimistic that the league's 2020 season can be resumed. In a virtual town hall hosted by the San Jose Sharks on Tuesday, Bettman ensured that he still plans to crown a champion this year and that going without one is, quote, not something I'm even complimenting. End quote. Bettman is encouraged by the steps taken by states reopening businesses across the country. NHL currently does not have a firm date for starting the season, but he says that he will consider moving the 2021 season to start in December if the current season is allowed to be completed. Bettman added that he has been in communication with figures of other major league sports in regards to establishing a common set of standards needed to return to action as the AHL cancels the remainder of its season on Monday.
As he is currently being under investigation for stock trades he made ahead of Thursday when he said that Burr, quote, contacted me this morning to inform me of his decision to step aside as chairman of the Intelligence Committee during the pendency of the investigation. He also stated that Burr's resignation will be effective at the end of Friday. Burr, during the course of his career, has led the Intelligence Committee during the investigation into the Russian election interference and came to a conclusion that Russia was indeed aiding Trump's presidential campaign. Burr told reporters the reason for his resignation was because, quote, this is a distraction to the hard work of the committee and the members, and I think the security of the country is too important to have any distractions. Burr came down under fire on March when he and his wife reportedly made 36 stock trades, raising from $628,000 to $1.7 million, which is one of the reasons why Burr stepped down.
And President Trump has recently said that he would rapidly mobilize the United States military to distribute the coronavirus vaccine as soon as it is ready, with a focus on nursing homes and to the elderly who have the most complications with this virus. In an interview with Fox, Trump stated that we, quote, are mobilizing our military and focus and other focuses, but we are also mobilizing our military on the basis that we do have a vaccine. It's a massive job to give this vaccine. Our military, is now being mobilized. So at the end of the year, we're going to be able to give it to a lot of people very, very rapidly, end quote. The president expects a coronavirus vaccine will be available for distribution at the end of the year, which is very short compared to coronavirus task force member Dr. Anthony Fauci, who says the vaccine will arrive in 12 to 18 months. COVID-19 has already killed around 89,000 Americans, and President Trump says that, quote, we will lose over 100,000 perhaps in this country. And
now let's get a look at your national weather. Welcome back to GC News. We are joined tonight by one of the many great people from GCW. Please welcome Cappers_03.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me, Johnny and Prime.
Welcome to the show, Cappers. Now, I know right now you are currently working on a very, very huge project right now known as Tech Offices 5. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and how long have you and your developers been working on that project?
Since the beginning of April, I would say April 1st, we decided to start on the original one, but we had a little mess up. We had to restart one time, which wasn't a big deal due to scaling issues, but we 13 we're done.
That's really, really good. Now, I want to ask for all the developers who are involved in this project.
Of course, there's Sirats a lot. We have Awesome, of course, and we have another person named Gregory96. He's the health and safety tech person, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. So he does all the alarms and all that, which you have probably seen on my Twitter.
Mm-hmm. And if you could tell us, so this is the 5th installment of Tech Offices, correct?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this goes way back.
Go ahead.
This goes way back into like 2015, 2016 when it first opened up.
Okay. And is this done every year? A new building is created every year, or how does that work?
Yes. Please repeat that.
I said, does the Tech Offices get a new building every year, or how does that work?
Not every year. It's basically when we feel like it's not in the modernized era, if you want to call it. We felt like Tech Offices 4 was outdated, and we felt it was time to bring back a new office complex to make it more modern standard to meet our standardizations to run the group.
Okay, and can you just tell me from what you already have or what's coming soon, what's different about this tech office than the previous installation?
So what's different is CVS, which is our partner group, which you should be familiar about since you are the CEO of CVS, are having a more interactive. It's going to be more interactive than ever. I'm not going to spoil too much. I'm going to spoil this. We are having a minute click on the 3rd floor. We are having, as you see, one of our pre-planned projects right there. A minute click is right beside off the image.
Okay.
And so that must be very, very good. You know, the CVS I know started out as a joke. But then I think this year you guys have kind of started to interrogate it into Tech Offices, which I think is very interesting, and it could be very fun for future role plays and things like that.
Yes, it is. It'll be very fun and very dull at the same time.
Now, a couple of, I believe a week or two ago, we had Sirats on the show here. We interviewed him. Of course, it was pre-tape with Johnny.
Yep.
But if you know, I'm not really sure if you do, but if you do know, has there been any more updates since we've last spoken with Sirats?
Yes, we have planned a grand opening date of the building combined with CVS and Tax Offices Group. It's actually on my birthday, June 12th, 2020. At
June
1 p.m.
12th.
Eastern, we are going to have an opening ceremony at the place to celebrate the new era.
That sounds wonderful. And one last question I just want to ask you, campers. How has the hype been around this event opening up in June?
People are excited for this. I've been personally getting many DMs saying, "Can I get an office complex?" But as of today, offices they are starting around 140 Robux for about 2 months. So it's very hype. We're the developers. We all are excited to finish this project to we show the public. So I can't wait personally.
That's really, really good. Now, before we end it off here tonight, Johnny, do you want to add anything?
No, not necessarily, but Cappers, I want to thank you for your endeavors into tech offices and hope for the best for your future / career. Tech
Thank
offices
you,
is a big
man.
thing. I mean, yeah, good luck with all the projects you're going on with, and
Thank you
Prime,
very
kick it
much.
off.
Thank you for having me again, guys.
All right. Again, once again, thank you, Cappers, for joining us on the show tonight. We have coming up next, employment rates hits over 30 million.
And Grand Theft Auto 5 is now free for download. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back, GC News. As the pandemic spreads out across America, many U.S. workers are left jobless and stuck in their own homes. Nearly 3 million U.S. workers have filed for jobless benefits just last week, as reported by the Labor Department. That number alone brings a grand total of over 36 million people applying for unemployment ever since the coronavirus made an American impact in March. Heidi Sherholz, senior economist at the Economic Policy Institute, said that, quote, today's weekly unemployment claims numbers show that things have further deteriorated drastically since mid-April.
And the highest grossing video game of all time is now available for free. Get that for free on the Epic Game Store. But there's only one catch. Grand Theft Auto 5 is deemed one of the most popular games in video game history, and it was a shocker to see that the game was available for free download on the Epic Game Store. However, it seems that the hype was too much for fans as the Epic Game Store's website went down, most likely because of the overcrowding. The announcement for the game came from a now deleted tweet from Epic Games, which said the game will be available free to download until May 21st. The website currently still is down as we speak, but check the website for any chances of the site being open.
Hundreds of fossilized footprints has been found in Africa, some of them dating back between 5,760 to 19,100 years ago. Researchers found over 480 footprints that formed 17 different tracks. They say that the footprints belong to 14 adult females, 2 adult males, and 1 juvenile male. Scientists have been using this information to identify what life is like in Asian communities. Kevin Hatala, study author and assistant professor of biology at the Chatham University in Pennsylvania, says that, quote, the footprints were made in a volcanic mud flow, and when that wet ash dried, it hardened almost like concrete. So the footprint surface itself is very resilient. But the surface was also buried by other layers of sediments, which helped to form protective layers that shielded the surface from the elements for thousands of years.
All right, and coming up next, it is the star-studded Quirks Day of Days. We'll be right back. Don't you go anywhere.
Oh, hey, welcome back to
And
GC News.
I
Oh boy!
am coming back. I am coming back from
These two are going at it.
Hey, I was
Welcome.
informed that I was coming back. I was informed that I was coming back.
Game
Oh
of just
boy!
anyways. You know what?
Oh boy! Well, you know what time it is. It's time Kirk saying it. Kirk, just go.
You stole my job. Yes. Well, it's Sam's favorite YouTuber, the Odd One's birthday today. It's also Miranda Cosgrove's birthday today. It's Pokemon's birthday today. Johnny the Simp for her. Her Cynical's birthday.
Damn.
It's Mark Zuckerberg's birthday today. You know that? It's Facebook Day. It's Rob Gronkowski, and George Lucas. Today's a big birthday day. What is this? Oh, and Clay Matthews, I guess. Zach Ryder. Yeah, we really run out of birthdays today, haven't we? I mean, I guess Roy Halladay. It's also the beginning of Troy. Yes, it's literally called Troy. Don't ask me. For holidays, we have the Stars and Stripes Forever Day, Dance Like a Chicken Day, International Dylan Thomas Day, National Buttermilk Biscuit Day, and National Underground American Day, with a picture of the Hobbit hole from Hobbit. That you can't make this stuff up. Like, what? And to top that off, let's look at Steam for today. Steam's looking pretty nice with Counter-Strike at the top, Dota 2, GTA 5 in third place somehow, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, Team Fortress 2 coming in fifth place, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Siege, Rust, Payday 2, huh? That's an odd choice. Did they release an update or something? I need to check that out later. And Ark Survival Evolved. Now back to Johnny and Prime yelling at each other over who gets to pick the first.
Now,
Okay, I think we still have time.
We do. Now, I just want to, can I get the camera over here at the weather screen just really quickly?
Does that
here?
say 650 still?
I would just want to, bring back since it's Thursday, do a little throwback Thursday. You can see here on the beautiful screen, led by our amazing chief meteorologist, Jason.
Who decided to
Please watch out because tomorrow, partly sunny and 650 degrees. So make sure you stay
that's
inside
just
because that's pretty
you're all
hot.
gonna die. But
by the way,
Jay
didn't want to show because he had trivia and HQ and all that jazz. So we're gonna be. Yeah. He apparently trivia is more important.
kind of want to throw it back. I want to throw it back to the people.
Let's throw it back.
Okay, well, that's going to end it for the show today. Tune in tomorrow at 9 for some cool stuff. Follow us on Twitter at @GCNews_. Subscribe for YouTube for more daily videos. Not really daily, but we can just say daily because I want to say daily. And thank you, everybody, for JohnnyZillion, the rest of the team, and me, and you, and everybody else. I am JohnnyZillion yet again. I'm saying it again because I want to.
and iiPrimeLion.
We'll never show up in the other.
Good night.
Mike Cappers, do it.
What? Woo!
The music just bounces.
To all the people watching, I want to say thank you.
Guys, I'm going back to the bathroom.
See ya, CVS, kids! Get your drugs!
CVS is garbage. Go to Rite Aid.
Excuse me!
No, you both got it wrong. You want to go to
Okay.
Walgreens? Thank you very much.
Corona.com.
Walgreens is pretty good, but not as good as Rite. Oh, actually, never mind. Walgreens is actually better.
Hi, what are you doing? Why am I here? Oh, I just wanted... Yeah, bye.
It's over. Oh, got him.